Ed Eyestone, head coach at BYU, third place today, highest podium finish in your career.
Right. And you know, it's the best team I've had in my 18 years at BYU. So we're super, you know, we're happy to be third place. Well, that's maybe a stretch. We're probably not happy to be third, but we're grateful that we ended up third. We would have had to have a perfect day to beat NAU. They're a real buzzsaw, so hats off to them. They really executed well. And then Portland came through, our conference rivals, and they came through and nipped us over the last 2K. So, you know, great job for Rob and getting his men prepared for this. But all in all, I'm glad that I'm happy with the way my guys battled out there from about 4K on. Maybe 6K on, it was obvious that a couple of our guys were struggling. And so when that happens, you just got to pray that your 6-7 respond. And I got some good performances from my 5 and 6 guy to come through and kind of save his podium spot for us. So, you know, grateful to be on the podium and, like I say, best team performance ever.
Do you think there's a different way they could have executed today?
It's tough to say. You know, I think we got out okay. We got out okay. It's tough. I think Rory's used to being right there in the hunt, and when after the first 600 meters he wasn't right there, I think some of your energy, some of your enthusiasm may wane a little bit. But I think he probably just didn't have it. I haven't really broken it down, had the chance to talk to any of them yet. So it'll be interesting to see what he says. But I think that's part of it. You know, when you're used to being in it for the win, when you're not there, you just have to kind of find something to drive you. And I think he did a good job of doing that, staying in there. And some of my other guys stepped up. But it's a young team. You know, Casey's going to be gone for 2 years in Japan. We'll get him back eventually, so that'll be fun. And you know, we'll reload. We got Connor Mance is just getting back in shape after his mission, so he'll be able to stick in there. So of our top 5, we're only losing 1, and that's Casey. So I think we'll be okay next year. I mean, we'll come back. I'm sure NAU will be strong again. Portland will be strong. There will be plenty of teams that will also reload. So you just look forward to next year and actually start working towards indoor and outdoor season at this point. We got a year-round thing going, don't we?
And then, you know, this year you guys came in with a chance to win. Is that you think you need to train a little bit differently with that mindset, or is it different coming into the race, or how you approach the race?
This was our real first chance that I think we had to win. I mean, in the past we were kind of looking at it and going, everything would have to really break our way, and then would have to, some other teams would have to have off performances. So I like the level that we're at now. I mean, we've had a couple of 4th place podiums finishes, so I think right now only losing 1, we're in a good position to get it done. We just got to learn how to do it. The 2 10Ks 8 days apart is difficult. It's difficult for everybody. I think we made some good choices in terms of resting people. People I rested, you saw Casey have a decent, a very solid day for him, and we saw Danny Carney, who had it was just 1 spot or 2 spots off of All-American. He was one of the guys I rested. So I think that plan worked pretty well. And bottom line, you have to bring it at the national meet. You know, it is a different feel, different from a pre-nationals, different than a Wisconsin. The level of intensity, you just have to find a way.
In Portland, your rivals, were you surprised how well they ran today?
No, I'm never surprised with anything that Rob's able to get his guys to do. And they've got some talented guys. That Levis, I ran against his father, Pierre Levis, ran World Cross probably 5 or 6 times with me. So he's got some good bloodlines, and he had his best race of the year. So, you know, what I like about what we've done this year is we ran every race throughout the course of the season. We didn't really emphasize the early season, but I think we had fun. We celebrated each race that we ran in. I don't know, push comes to shove, I guess you can maybe sit guys all season long and then just bring it 1 race at the end of the year. Obviously that's a way to get it done. I still like letting the guys run throughout the course of the season.
New York Conference champions, they're not, you know.
Well, I mean,
that sort of thing.
No, that's that sort of thing. I think we'd all, I think Rob will say we got you this year because we beat you at the national meet. That's fine. But I think we'll continue to kind of do that. And I think maybe with Clayton, I could have maybe started him a little bit later in the season, just because he's it was tough. He went late in the year. He ran the USA Nationals, and so. But by and large, you just do what you can do.
I mean, the last meet of the season, do you taper any bit differently for this one, or?
The last meet of the season, no.
I mean, the other meets, you got stuff behind it. So you're still training.
Right.
Is that something to look at?
The mileage definitely comes down towards the end of the season. I think the taper's fine. I think it was just didn't happen today. So, and we'll have a chance to retool and work for it again next year.
Hey, but your best finish ever didn't happen. So
Well, it's my personal best finish as a team. We're hoping to get second or first.
Right.
But that's what kind of continues to motivate us, doesn't it? That's what this. I mean, it's a metaphor for life. This whole running business, isn't it? You fall down, you come up short, and you pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and you come back stronger. And a third place finish on a national scale. You still got to be pretty proud about the way the guys have performed all year long. So. Again, we'll shake ourselves off a little bit, come back, and we'll have a good indoor season, good outdoor season. We'll get some mileage in over the summertime, and we'll come back again.